25 secretly gay actors of golden age of Hollywood. Prepare to be astonished. We're about to reveal Hollywood's best-kept secret, a list of 40 A-list celebrities who kept their sexuality hidden. Think you know the glamorous world of Tinseltown? Think again. We're exposing the hidden truths behind the dazzling facades of some of its biggest stars. Get ready for a shocking exposé of the industry's most closely guarded secrets. The revelations will be explosive. Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson, an iconic actor of the 1950s and 60s, is celebrated for his roles in films including Giant and Pillow Talk. Born Roy Scherer Jr., he adopted the stage name Rock Hudson at his agent's suggestion. He served in the Navy during World War II, stationed in the Pacific. His acting talent earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor for Giant, though he ultimately lost to Yul Brynner. While projecting a consistently heterosexual image on screen, Hudson lived a private life as a gay man, a duality forced upon him by the societal expectations of his profession. He had relationships with several men, including actor Jim Nabors, yet never publicly acknowledged his sexuality. In 1985, Hudson's AIDS diagnosis transformed him into an advocate for AIDS research and treatment. Sadly, he passed away from the disease later that year. His enduring legacy, however, continues to be remembered and honored. Joan Crawford. The legendary Joan Crawford, a silver screen icon, is instantly recognizable for her distinctive style. Those ever-present ankle strap shoes, broad shoulder pads, and her well-known fondness for strong vodka. Yet, for modern movie fans, the intriguing mysteries surrounding her personal life and sexuality might be less familiar. While famously linked to numerous men, earning her the infamous man-eater moniker, whispers about her attraction to women have persisted for decades. Crawford's sexuality remains a subject of ongoing discussion. Since her death, numerous accounts have emerged, alleging romantic entanglements with prominent figures like Barbara Stanwyck, Marilyn Monroe, and Martha Raye, alongside the less publicly known actress and choreographer, Maren Morgan. These stories fuel the persistent speculation about her private life, though concrete proof remains frustratingly elusive. Ramon Novarro. Next, we consider Ramon Novarro, celebrated for his starring role in the 1925 version of Ben-Hur. A Mexican-born star who ascended rapidly during the silent film era, Novarro became one of Hollywood's most beloved actors. His handsome features and energetic personality quickly secured him a place amongst cinema's elite. But behind the glittering Hollywood image, Novarro wrestled with the conflict between his attraction to men and his Catholic faith, often turning to alcohol to numb the resulting emotional pain. Unable to fully accept his homosexuality, he sought companionship, albeit secretly with male escorts to combat his feelings of loneliness. Novarro's life ended tragically in the late 1960s. He invited two young men to his home. This encounter turned violently lethal when, it is alleged, they tortured and murdered him. The perpetrators were caught, convicted, imprisoned, and eventually released on parole. Greta Garbo. The celebrated Swedish actress Greta Garbo, a dazzling star of the 1920s and 30s Hollywood, dramatically withdrew from acting and the public eye at only 35 years old. She never married or had children. It's believed she received proposals from at least two men, Lars Saxon, a Swedish publisher, and John Gilbert, a leading American silent film actor. Garbo reportedly rejected Gilbert's proposals 3 times. A letter surfaced via the Postal Museum, written on MGM stationery to Saxon, where she famously stated, "I will probably remain a bachelor all my life. Wife is such an ugly word." Garbo's bisexuality, though long whispered about in Hollywood, is now more openly acknowledged. Her captivating presence attracted admirers of both sexes, and she reciprocated their affections equally. Intimate relationships with several female stars were common knowledge. Rather than fabricating stories for the press, Garbo maintained a discreet silence regarding her personal life, a mystery that only enhanced her legendary allure. Her connection with Marlene Dietrich remains a particularly compelling subject of discussion. Raymond Burr. Following is Raymond Burr, the acclaimed Canadian-American actor best known for his portrayal of the sharp-witted Perry Mason in the iconic television series. Burr's powerful presence and impressive acting skills were showcased to great effect in the popular show. Similar to Navarro, Burr also struggled with the complexities of his homosexuality, but unlike Navarro, he was far more discreet about it. Burr's approach to his sexual orientation was one of intense privacy, avoiding the secretive encounters of some other actors. He chose instead to actively conceal his homosexuality through deception, meticulously crafting a fabricated narrative of a marriage to a woman who, according to his story, had perished along with their child. This elaborate pretense served as a carefully constructed shield against public scrutiny of his true sexual identity. Cary Grant.
Sir, no, you take your hands off me or I'll sue you.
Cary Grant remains an iconic leading man from Hollywood's golden age, yet his personal life held complexities far beyond his on-screen roles. Despite 5 marriages and numerous prominent relationships with women, persistent rumors about male relationships circulated throughout his life. While he never publicly disclosed his sexual orientation, speculation about his bisexuality has endured. Recently renewed interest in Grant's private life has even suggested he might have been among the first openly bisexual celebrities.
Now, come on. Let's talk about you.
The definitive truth, however, may remain elusive, adding to his enduringly enigmatic image. While conclusive proof of Cary Grant's sexuality remains out of reach, his contribution to LGBTQ+ visibility is undeniable. In an era of strict societal norms against open queerness in Hollywood, Grant subtly challenged conventional masculinity, crafting a unique and influential archetype for male screen stars. His subtle subversion of gender stereotypes on-screen positions him as a pioneering figure in the representation of LGBTQ+ themes in cinema. Tom Hardy.
All the time you were talking about dirty f***ing Jews. All the f***ing time.
Next on our list is Tom Hardy, a celebrated British actor and producer known for his intense performances and versatility. Born in London in 1977, Hardy's acting career began in the early 2000s with roles in films such as Black Hawk Down and Star Trek Nemesis. He subsequently starred in critically acclaimed films like Inception, The Revenant, and Mad Max Fury Road, earning him accolades including a British Academy Film Award. Hardy has been a significant advocate for LGBTQ+ representation in media. His sensitive and nuanced portrayals of queer characters, notably in The Revenant and Legend, have earned widespread praise. He's also been outspoken about his own sexuality, rejecting rigid labels like gay or straight, and describing himself as open-minded. This openness, combined with his positive depictions of LGBTQ+ individuals, has made him a powerful role model. His portrayals of LGBTQ+ relationships have been particularly impactful.
Quicker! 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 Quicker!
His performance in The Revenant, depicting a same-sex relationship in a 19th century setting, stands out for its realistic and nuanced portrayal, a marked departure from stereotypical depictions often found in mainstream media. By showcasing the complex and multifaceted nature of LGBTQ+ relationships, Hardy's work actively challenges stereotypes and fosters greater societal understanding of diverse sexual orientations. Kevin Spacey. In the 1990s, Kevin Spacey, a renowned American actor and producer, rose to fame through memorable performances in films like The Usual Suspects, LA Confidential, and American Beauty. A New Jersey native born in 1959, Spacey sharpened his acting skills at the Juilliard School, launching a distinguished theater career. His immense talent has garnered him 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, and a Tony Award. Yet, his career has been significantly overshadowed by recent allegations of sexual misconduct. Speculation regarding Spacey's sexuality has persisted, a topic the actor has consistently refused to address publicly. A turning point arrived in 2017 when actor Anthony Rapp accused Spacey of making inappropriate advances toward him while Rapp was still a minor. This accusation triggered a cascade of similar allegations from numerous other individuals. In 2020, Spacey faced sexual assault charges in the UK, but these were ultimately dismissed due to insufficient evidence. Despite Spacey's continued denials, the controversy has cast a long, dark shadow on his career and public image. The impact on Spacey's career has been profound. His professional life has suffered a significant decline, forcing him into a self-imposed retreat from public life. More broadly, these events have ignited important discussions about consent and the misuse of power, particularly within the entertainment industry. The consequences extend far beyond Spacey himself. John Travolta. John Travolta, a highly acclaimed American actor and singer, achieved international fame in the 1970s with his iconic roles in Saturday Night Fever and Grease. Born in Inglewood, New Jersey in 1954, Travolta began his career on stage and in the television series Welcome Back, Kotter, before transitioning to a hugely successful film career, starring in such notable films as Pulp Fiction, Get Shorty, and Face Off. Throughout his career, however, speculation about Travolta's sexuality has persisted. Married to actress Kelly Preston since 1991 and a father of 3, Travolta faced a lawsuit in the early 2000s alleging a sexual relationship. Though the case was dismissed, it rekindled public interest in Travolta's private life. He has, however, never publicly addressed the rumors. Historically, the life of Tyrone Power, a celebrated leading man of Hollywood's golden age, offers a relevant parallel. Despite captivating audiences with his charm and romantic roles, Power's personal life differed considerably from his public image. According to Scotty Bowers, a prominent figure from that era, Power, despite high-profile relationships with women, had a preference for men. Bowers alludes to intimate encounters with Power, though details remain scarce. This account is further supported by Cesar Romero, an openly gay actor who, in the 1996 book Hollywood Gaze, confirmed Power's bisexuality. Power's close relationship with his co-star, the sexually unconventional Charles Laughton, is also noted. Power's assertions suggest Power shared similar inclinations, potentially explaining the frequent meetings between the two actors. Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper, a highly respected American journalist and television personality, is best known as the host of CNN's Anderson Cooper 360 Degrees. Born in New York City in 1967, he is the son of fashion designer Gloria Vanderbilt and a member of the prominent Vanderbilt family. His career began with a fact-checking role at Channel One News, leading to a distinguished career in broadcast journalism. Interestingly, he's also a fifth cousin of Theodore Roosevelt, the former U.S. president and media magnate. Unlike Kevin Spacey, Anderson Cooper has been openly and proactively forthright about his sexual orientation since 2012. In a personal email, he stated, "The fact is, I'm gay, always have been, always will be, and I couldn't be any more happy, comfortable with myself, and proud." Since then, Cooper has become a vocal supporter of LGBTQ+ rights and has stressed the importance of public declarations of sexual identity. His moderation of a major American network news program in 2015 marked a historic moment as the first openly gay individual to do so. Cooper's decision to come out publicly has been hailed as a significant milestone for LGBTQ+ visibility in media. However, his disclosure wasn't without criticism. Some argued he waited until his career was firmly established. In response, Cooper explained that his timing was personal and entirely his own. Regardless of this debate, his openness has undoubtedly helped normalize LGBTQ+ representation in both media and popular culture. George Michael. George Michael remains one of the most iconic pop stars of the 1980s and 90s. His debut hit, Careless Whisper, in 1984, launched a string of successful songs including Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Freedom, 90, and I Want Your Sex, cementing his status as a leading pop icon. His public coming out as gay followed a 1998 arrest for a public indecency charge in Beverly Hills. A passionate supporter of AIDS charities, including the Elton John AIDS Foundation and AMFAR, Michael frequently performed at benefit concerts. His musical achievements earned him 3 Brit Awards, 2 Grammy Awards, and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017. His concerts were legendary for their elaborate staging, choreography, and costume changes. Michael's impact extended far beyond his LGBTQ+ advocacy. His daring fashion sense, blending punk and glam rock aesthetics, significantly influenced pop culture. A pioneer of the moody video genre, characterized by introspective and melancholic visuals, he pushed the creative boundaries of the music video format with innovative clips for songs like Father Figure and Freedom, 90. His distinctive vocal style also profoundly impacted subsequent boy bands, such as NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres is a profoundly influential figure in both the LGBTQ+ community and mainstream culture. Her initial rise to fame came in the late 1990s, starring in her own sitcom, Ellen. A pivotal moment in television history occurred during the 4th season, when her character came out as gay, making DeGeneres the first openly gay actor to portray an openly gay role on a major network. This episode sparked crucial conversations about LGBTQ+ representation. After Ellen ended, DeGeneres transitioned to a remarkably successful career as a talk show host, consistently leveraging her considerable platform to champion LGBTQ+ rights. Beyond her show, she's been a dedicated activist, actively participating in numerous campaigns and initiatives such as the Human Rights Campaign's National Coming Out Project and the NOH8 campaign. She's also been a vocal advocate for marriage equality and anti-bullying initiatives. Her significant contributions have earned her numerous accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the GLAAD Stephen F. Kolzak Award. Ellen DeGeneres stands as a true pioneer in the ongoing fight for LGBTQ+ equality and acceptance. James Dean.
I used to fly around quite a bit, I took a lot of unnecessary chances.
It's crucial to preface the following information with a significant caveat. The details are based on unsubstantiated claims and should be treated with considerable skepticism. Allegations of James Dean's involvement in homosexual relationships during his career's height have circulated for years. In 2016, the book James Dean, Tomorrow Never Comes, authored by Danforth Prince and Darwin Porter, known for their sensational accounts of classic Hollywood, suggested a secret romantic involvement between Dean and Marlon Brando. While their writing style is renowned for its dramatic flair, their assertion that many attendees of Dean's social circles were gay only serves to amplify the already considerable speculation surrounding these rumors. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan, an American actress and singer, rose to fame in the early 2000s as a child star, appearing in films such as The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday. Her adult life, however, has been marked by well-publicized struggles with substance abuse and other personal challenges, frequently placing her under intense media scrutiny. During the mid-2000s, Lohan publicly identified as bisexual, becoming a prominent figure within the LGBTQ+ community. She has been open about her sexuality and her battles with addiction, further advocating for mental health awareness. Despite considerable personal hardships, Lohan has successfully revitalized her career in recent years and retains a significant level of influence. Her personal life, extensively documented by the media, has been filled with numerous controversies. However, Lohan has consistently used her public platform to address important social issues. A vocal supporter of women's rights, she has collaborated with organizations like the United Nations to promote gender equality. She has also championed environmental causes and participated in initiatives such as the Global Poverty Project. Through her tumultuous personal journey, Lohan has striven to leverage her influence positively, contributing to various social causes. Liberace. Liberace was one of the most celebrated and financially successful entertainers of the 20th century, achieving peak fame during the 1950s and 60s. A pianist, singer, and television personality, he enthralled audiences with his lavish costumes and dynamic stage presence. While rumors about his sexual orientation persisted throughout his career, Liberace never publicly confirmed his homosexuality, even pursuing legal action against a British newspaper for libel when they hinted at it. This only fueled widespread speculation and gossip about his private life. He maintained a significant long-term relationship with Scott Thorson, a man nearly 40 years his junior. Their relationship was dramatized in the 2013 HBO film Behind the Candelabra, but ended in a very contentious manner. Despite the constant speculation about his sexuality, Liberace remained a beloved entertainer, achieving phenomenal success. His extravagant showmanship and theatrical persona resonated globally. Even after his death in 1987, Liberace's influence continues to be felt. He remains a subject of books, films, and a successful television series, and his unique style continues to inspire fashion, music, and broader pop culture trends. Many believe he paved the way for flamboyant performers such as Elton John and Lady Gaga. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster, a highly accomplished American actress, director, and producer, has captivated audiences since childhood. Fluent in French thanks to her education at the Lycée Français de Los Angeles and the École Nationale Supérieure des Beaux-Arts. In Paris, she's also a skilled pianist, showcasing her talent in films like The Accused and Little Man Tate. Her film debut was in the 1976 classic Taxi Driver, and she went on to star in numerous critically acclaimed films, including The Accused, The Silence of the Lambs, and Contact. A Yale University graduate with a literature degree, magna cum laude, Foster is the mother of 2 sons with her former partner, Sidney Bernard. In 2013, President Barack Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her contributions to film. While fiercely protective of her personal life, Foster publicly acknowledged her sexuality in a 2013 Golden Globe speech. Her openness has made her an inspiration to many within the LGBTQ+ community. She's spoken candidly about the difficulties she faced coming out and the importance of visible role models. Foster hopes her story encourages others to embrace their true selves and live authentically. She also uses her influence to promote kindness and understanding among people, regardless of their differences, solidifying her position as a pioneering figure within the LGBTQ+ community. Marilyn Monroe. The suggestion that Marilyn Monroe might have preferred female companionship to male is striking, yet reports indicate she had intimate relationships with several prominent women, including Joan Crawford, Barbara Stanwyck, Marlene Dietrich, Judy Garland, Brigitte Bardot, Jane Russell, Anne Baxter, and even Elizabeth Taylor. Evidence supporting some of these relationships, particularly with Joan Crawford, exists. Allegedly in late-life therapy sessions with Dr. Ralph Greenson, Monroe confessed on tape regarding Crawford. "Oh yes, Crawford. We went to Joan's bedroom. She had a gigantic orgasm and shrieked like a maniac. Next time I saw Crawford, she wanted another round. After I turned her down, she became spiteful." A source close to Monroe indicated that distrust of Crawford's potentially cruel and demanding nature prevented a sustained affair. Monroe's co-workers also believed she was bisexual. Director Jean Negulesco, who worked with her on How to Marry a Millionaire, recalled Monroe stating that she had never experienced an orgasm with a man. Marlene Dietrich, another icon who defied convention, is often credited with popularizing women wearing suits. Emerging from the artistically liberated Weimar Germany of the early 20th century, Dietrich cultivated a fearless and independent persona. She frequently wore pants and tuxedos in films, a revolutionary act at the time, altering societal perceptions of women's clothing. Dietrich was also open about her attraction to both men and women. As early as 1930, she shared on-screen kisses with women in Morocco and was romantically linked to figures like Kay Francis, Edith Piaf, Mercedes de Acosta, and Greta Garbo. Freddie Mercury. A renowned and flamboyant British singer-songwriter, Freddie Mercury, born Farrokh Bulsara in 1946 and sadly deceased in 1991, achieved iconic status as the powerful lead vocalist of the legendary rock band Queen. His status as a symbol of musical genius and unparalleled creativity is undeniable. His dynamic stage presence, remarkable 4-octave vocal range, and unforgettable songs like Bohemian Rhapsody are legendary. While Mercury never publicly discussed his sexual orientation, his homosexuality was known to his close associates. His life was tragically cut short by AIDS-related complications on November 24, 1991, a time when the disease disproportionately affected the gay community and adequate support was sadly lacking. Spencer Tracy. Spencer Tracy, a leading star of Hollywood's golden age, enjoyed immense fame. Despite being married with 2 children and later estranged from his wife Louise, he and Louise remained married, a decision he attributed to his Catholic faith. However, rumors persist of frequent visits to the home of George Cukor, the openly gay director of The Philadelphia Story and My Fair Lady. These visits, sometimes lasting days, allegedly involved intimate encounters with Cukor's young male friends. Further whispers suggest a long-term relationship between Tracy and actor John Derek. Scotty Bowers, known for his connections to Hollywood celebrities during the Golden Age, described Tracy as generous and kind, but prone to seeking solace after drinking. Bowers recounts personal encounters with Tracy, beginning in the early 1950s, involving physical intimacy after consuming scotch. Bowers describes one such encounter leading to intimacy, followed by others. Despite this, Tracy maintained a public appearance of normalcy the following day. Bowers also notes that Tracy introduced him to numerous prominent figures. Regarding Tracy's long-term partner, Katharine Hepburn, their 25-year relationship is described as more of a deep friendship than a sexually driven one. Screenwriter and gay rights activist Larry Kramer has even suggested both Hepburn and Tracy were gay. Their public image as a couple a carefully constructed studio fabrication. Hepburn's masculine style and reported preferences for women lend credence to this theory, even though she also had relationships with men. Scotty Bowers. Scotty Bowers, known for his role in Hollywood's underbelly, first encountered Katharine Hepburn at a gathering, noting her androgynous style, a suit and short, side-parted hair. The party host mentioned studio pressure on Hepburn to keep her homosexuality private, a common occurrence due to morality clauses in actors' contracts. Hepburn reportedly asked Bowers, "I know your reputation, Scotty. When you get a chance, do you think you can find a nice, young, dark-haired girl for me? Someone that's not too heavily made up?" Bowers claims he connected Hepburn with around 150 women over 5 decades, an average of 3 per year, though most relationships were brief. However, one woman, Barbara, maintained a 49-year relationship with Hepburn. Bowers also details encounters with other discreet Hollywood figures. In 1946, actor Walter Pidgeon picked him up at a Richfield gas station on Hollywood Boulevard. Offering a generous tip, Pidgeon invited Bowers to a private residence where they met Jacques Portes. Pidgeon suggested a swim without swimsuits for privacy. Bowers describes Pidgeon's preference for oral sex while simultaneously masturbating. This 3-way encounter involving 3 bisexual men repeated several times, with Bowers receiving $2 for his participation. Pidgeon, in turn, told his gay friends about Bowers, who also used his services, creating a network. Word spread about the former Marine at the Richfield station, with its 2-bedroom trailer, and Bowers readily connected people with his associates, regardless of gender. This evolved into a long-running sexual referral service from the gas station, effectively creating an underground sex trade. Bowers not only participated, but also provided income opportunities for his struggling ex-Marine friends. Over time, his services expanded to cater to all sexual orientations and preferences, offering a wide array of companionship and sexual services. Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero, a captivating American actor, was celebrated for his sophisticated charm and memorable roles, most famously as the suave Joker in the 1960s Batman television series. His handsome smile and imposing 6 feet 3 inches height seemed perfectly suited to leading man roles. The Cuban-American actor shared the screen with such luminaries as Marlene Dietrich and Carole Lombard, maintained a lifelong friendship with Joan Crawford, and achieved iconic status for his portrayal of the Joker. However, a less-known aspect of Romero's life is his homosexuality. While he kept his sexual orientation private from the public throughout his career, it was openly known amongst his close friends and colleagues within the industry. Barbara Stanwyck. Many Hollywood historians believe Barbara Stanwyck's marriages may have been studio-orchestrated lavender marriages, designed to protect her from public disclosure of her sexuality. Evidence strongly suggests Stanwyck was either gay or bisexual. While definitive proof is lacking, the persistent speculation surrounding her private life during Hollywood's golden age makes a same-sex attraction entirely plausible. Regardless of her actual orientation, her androgynous strength, both on and off screen, created a loyal following within the LGBTQ+ community. Stanwyck's connection to the LGBTQ+ community is deeply rooted. Biographer Axel Madsen highlights the difficulty in definitively ascertaining her sexuality, stating, "People would swear she was Hollywood's biggest closeted lesbian." Actor Clifton Webb famously called her, "my favorite Hollywood lesbian." Adding to the speculation, Robert Taylor, Stanwyck's second husband and co-star in Waterloo Bridge and Quo Vadis, reportedly told Shelley Winters that his wife was a lesbian, and they did not share a bed. Lesbian singer Tula Bankhead also claimed a sexual encounter with Stanwyck. Of all Stanwyck's relationships, her enduring connection with Helen Ferguson is particularly noteworthy. Though never explicitly defined, if her marriages are considered lavender marriages, then her relationship with Ferguson might be termed a Boston marriage. Luca Prono, in Encyclopedia of Gay and Lesbian Popular Culture, describes Stanwyck as a cultural icon for lesbians throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, highlighting her on-screen portrayals of strong, independent women as a direct challenge to societal norms. Interestingly, in the 1940s, Stanwyck played Jo Courtney, a lesbian character in Walk on the Wild Side, 1962, an early cinematic representation of a lesbian, yet she steadfastly refused to discuss her own sexuality. This reticence is highlighted by an incident where she allegedly ejected journalist Bose Hadley from her home after he questioned her about lesbian relationships, referencing rumors about Greta Garbo and Marlene Dietrich. Our exploration of some of Hollywood's most iconic figures reveals the complexities surrounding sexuality, particularly during its golden age. From clandestine relationships to public denials, these stories illuminate the struggles faced by those navigating their personal lives under intense public scrutiny. Yet, they also showcase remarkable resilience, authenticity, and the courage to live one's truth. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Which story surprised you the most? Who inspired you? Share your reactions in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hollywood's hidden lives, please like this video and subscribe to Timeless Rewind for more captivating stories from the world of entertainment. Remember to enable notifications to ensure you don't miss future episodes. Your engagement helps us continue to explore the lives of the individuals who shaped our culture.